Hey everybody, it's Jeff with the South Carolina Canine Academy, here to do Costly Misconception number 2 from my Consumer Awareness Guide to Dog Training, a dog owner survival guide to avoiding the traps, uncovering the truth, and getting the most value out of dog training. If you haven't seen Costly Misconception 1, go ahead and check that out and come back and check us out here. I'll tell you more about this guide and where you can get it at the end of the video. So here it is, Costly Misconception number 2. Okay, this one's been around a long time. Don't start training a puppy until it's about a year. Anybody else ever heard that? Okay, so there's a lot of reasons. I'm going to talk about why people probably thought that. Training is very much changed over the years, and 10, 15, 20 years ago we were used much harsher methods. Some people call it the Kohler method, some people call it dominance training, whatever. It was much more harsher methods, and to work on a puppy with that would create more problems than it would fix. So they would wait for the dog to get a little older, better temperament, stuff like that, and then they would start training the dog. But training methods have changed such over the years that you start a dog as early as 7 weeks. That's what I do. I tell my clients, for puppy upbringing, as soon as you get it, let's get started. Because immediately when you get the dog, no matter how young it is, it starts immediately adapting, looking at surroundings, finding out what boundaries are, finding out where its places in the pack. It's doing all this stuff immediately. So you don't want to necessarily wait and see what happens, or wait till they get older. Now the other reason sometimes they say 5-6 months is if you're going to go to a dog training class or send the dog away for training, the dog has to have all its inoculations so you can avoid things like parvo and all those other really debilitating diseases that could be potentially fatal to your dog. So that could be the other reason for it. But if you're doing private one-on-one training or just have the puppy, just get started right away. The sooner you start, the better it'll be, because you're being preventative. You're not waiting to see what's going to happen and then try to fix it later. You're right off the bat, you're starting with the dog, getting the results you want. And you're essentially saying, I've got it, buddy, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Follow me, I'm going to make sure you're good. If you start that right away, the puppy definitely picks up on that. So this is going to be kind of a two-parter, because there's also that old saying, okay, what about old dogs? Can you teach an old dog new tricks? Now, I'm pretty sure that saying was invented not by a dog, but by an older person who didn't want to learn or do something that a younger person was teaching them. If any of you have parents out there who have techno fear and have tried to teach them how to put an attachment on an email, you know where I'm coming from. Love you, Mom. So at any rate, that's probably where that came from. So you can teach an old dog new tricks. It is possible, because if a dog were to move from one place to another, it would have to adapt, it would have to learn, whether there's new dogs there or different people or whatever it is. So I've trained dogs as old as 12 and 13 years old. One was a Maltese that was, biting at people, and we fixed that. The only time I won't train a dog that's really old is if it's really sick, or it's just very in a lot of pain. Then I'll say, okay, it's not a good idea. Let's not mess with the dog. But other than that, yeah, if you get the dog, whether it's 7 months, 7 weeks, 7 years, whatever it is, 10 years, start training right away. Set your dog up for success. Set yourself up for success, and it'll be much happier. Okay, thank you. So that's Costly Misconception number 2, and I'll put out number 3 next week. If you want to get that guide, it has all 8 costly misconceptions, 4 ways to get the best results and value, 9 questions to ask a trainer, and a big red flag. You can go right to my website, SCK9Academy.com, and get it there. There's also an 800 number you can call and listen to if you want to hear the whole thing. So I'd love to hear your comments. Please like and share. If you share this, that's the way people find out about this information, and don't get a puppy and just sit on it for 6-8 months and it tears up their house, and then they're calling and going, if I don't do something, I'm getting rid of this dog, right? So don't let them get to that point. Go ahead, share these videos, help people, somebody who might need this. Love to hear your comments, like and share. Unless your comment is about my Sabres hoodie, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm from Buffalo originally. It's just the way it is. And any Buffalonians watching, that's just the way it is. We're from Buffalo, okay? Good or bad. We're not fair weather friends. So, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Your comments, like, share. I'm Jeff with the South Carolina Canine Academy. Thank you very much. So, in the meantime, be a leader, be consistent, and be patient. Have a great day.